My fellow citizens and residents of Central Basseterre, today, 5th June 2021, marks 1 year since the last general elections were held in St. Kitts and Nevis. It is also my first anniversary as the elected Member of Parliament for the good people of Central Basseterre. But this anniversary arrives at a time of great challenges for all of us. You'd recall that 2020 elections were fought in the emerging hours of the COVID-19 pandemic. And sadly, 1 year after that poll, and 15 months since the coronavirus first visited us in March of last year, this milestone has become a bittersweet moment. It has been a year filled with mixed emotions. We've seen our country and the world spiral into a health disaster, the likes of which had never been seen for over 100 years. The ravages of the worldwide health disaster has crippled economies, destroyed lives, and caused too many people, including here in St. Kitts and Nevis, to lose their jobs and livelihoods. It has been extremely tough, especially on the poor and more vulnerable groups of my constituency and the nation generally. This has been one of the most difficult experiences in my lifetime. It is painful knowing that because of limited financial and other resources, the dreams of so many people have had to be dimmed by the thick white fog of COVID-19. I've seen too many smiles turn to frowns as companies close, downsize, or introduce salary reductions. For many, it has been a very personal and unhappy moment. Happiness is not always about fun and excitement. For most people, happiness comes once there is faith in God, love, strong family bonds, a roof over their heads, a job, and reasonable food to eat. To address these challenges, the government last year introduced a massive stimulus package that managed to bring some relief and hope to our people. Since then, other social interventions have occurred as we continue to find ways to cater to the needs of every Kittian and division. We fought hard over the past year to restrict the presence of COVID-19, but just when we were preparing to inject more opportunities into the economy, the unfortunate happened. After keeping the number of cases to a minimum, a new cluster emerged, creating some setbacks. But there is hope. I am confident that the ongoing vaccination program will eventually deliver the benefits of herd immunity. As of Friday, 4th June 2021, almost 30,000 doses of the vaccine have been administered, with 63.4% in first doses and 25.2% in second doses. The obstacles have been many, but it has been a steady climb, and we are pushing on. I applaud everyone who rolled up and rolled out. As I also encourage you to continue the proper application of non-pharmaceutical protocols, which include wearing a mask, keeping a safe distance, and washing or sanitizing hands. In the end, my fellow citizens, St. Kitts and Nevis will prevail. Despite the frustrations of the pandemic and its trail of testing circumstances, I've tried to remain focused and positive, seeking creative means to represent the constituents of Central Basseterre. Though elected at a difficult time in our history, I have embraced with much optimism the mandate that was given to me last year. I continue to thank the good people of Central Basseterre for the confidence that they repose in me. In this first year, we've managed to achieve some of our goals and continuing to pursue others. For instance, for many years before my tenure, the young men and women in the Macknight and Irish Town communities had been crying out for assistance to save their crumbling sporting facilities that are used for football, basketball, and other events. With much urgency, I was successful in improving the sporting and recreational experience through a major roof replacement, installation of a new lighting system, and a full paint job on the pavilion. In addition, the Garden Sporting Complex benefited from the installation of new backboards for the basketball court. There has also been significant enhancement on the other sporting facilities around St. Kitts and Nevis, including Sandy Point, Tabernacle, Keyon, and the Kim Collins Athletic Stadium, not to mention our very own Dorset Park in central Basseterre. I'm very happy to announce another area of sporting enhancement that will soon be unveiled in the Shadwell Pine Garden District. It is the Shadwell Pine Garden recreational facility and futsal field, which will be breaking ground before the end of this year. This facility will greatly aid the sporting engagements of the people and prepare them for brighter prospects in this sporting discipline. This recreational park and futsal field will be the first of its kind in St. Kitts and Nevis. Not too far from the new futsal facility will be a green space that will be used as a community park for the children and families of Pine Gardens. Work on this project has already started and will soon be accelerated. Still on the matter of sports, I now turn to CPL. As you are aware, I was successful in negotiating to have the entire Caribbean Premier League, CPL 2021, staged right here in St. Kitts at Warner Park. This will be held from late August to mid-September. The hosting of these games will bring much needed economic benefits to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. Many will be provided with business opportunities in transportation, food and beverage, security, entertainment, hotel and restaurant employment, and services in tours and excursions. Others will find temporary employment in the management of the tournament. However, I wish to disclose that the hosting of the CPL comes as part of my overall vision for sport tourism, which can play a greater role as an added pillar of our economic activity in the country. In future broadcasts, I hope to provide more details on the roadmap for sport tourism. I now turn my attention to entrepreneurial development. It has long been my desire to create opportunities so that more Central Basseterre residents can become their own bosses. Therefore, I have also been finalizing plans for a new training program that seeks to better equip our youth with employability skills. These will be skills that are needed in this changing economic environment. COVID-19 has taught our people to be more creative in their business ideas, and this program is designed to help to nurture their skills and prepare them for the business world. The program, which is called Preparing for the Working World, will involve a series of courses following a curriculum that was jointly developed by Fulbright scholar Professor Leslie Cordy of the Auburn University in collaboration with the Clarence Fitzroy Bryant College and our very own National Skills. The rollout of this initiative will be implemented later this quarter. More details on this will be coming shortly. Shortly after being appointed to the federal cabinet in 2020, I was given the portfolios of education, youth, sport, and culture. There is no doubt that education has occupied most of my time. Immediately upon assuming office, I had to confront all of the woes that came tumbling down with COVID-19 and the impact on our school system. While schools across the region were shut down, we here in St. Kitts and Nevis succeeded in keeping our doors open for face-to-face instruction. St. Kitts and Nevis is the only country in the Caribbean that has managed to continue classroom sessions at all levels. And even today, with this new and prevailing cluster of COVID-19 cases, we have found technological alternatives that are being used to educate our students after having completed the curriculum for this academic year. I applaud my team of experts in the Ministry of Education for their outstanding services in finding workable solutions to such complex issues. Equally, I wish to thank all parents and guardians and families of the students who are making daily sacrifices to invest time and effort to guide and assist the children. As I've stated before, we have not been daunted by the challenges that are confronting us. Though I would have preferred a long and extensive calendar of celebrating my first anniversary, I have to be frugal and health conscious and focus only on a few initiatives. Therefore, in addition to this address, my Central Basseterre team will be joining me and my cabinet colleagues in Team Unity for a day of service at the Wesley Methodist Church tomorrow, Sunday, 6th June. On Thursday, 10th June, my Central Basseterre team has prepared a community project related to the futsal field with the unveiling of the project signage. Then, on Saturday, 12th June, we'll be honoring 8 constituents in the first of what will become the Central Basseterre Loyalty and Long Service Annual Awards Program. I extend congratulations to the first 8 of whom will be selected, but I assure the many honorees who are deserving of recognition that they too will be recognized in subsequent ceremonies. As a parliamentary representative for Central Basseterre, I remain committed to the task of working on behalf of the people of my constituency and the country. Never mind the challenges, I am pushing on. I'm continuing to fight for the interests of the people of Central Basseterre and to deliver more and better housing solutions and jobs. I hope to share some good news on this subject in months ahead. Before closing, I wish to report that the government has already established an interministerial committee to address the concerns of abandoned house lots and derelict buildings in our constituency. This is just the first step in finding the long-term solutions that we crave. And finally, once the green light is given by the COVID-19 task force, I intend to resume my one-on-one meetings with constituents to discuss their concerns and to find avenues of assistance. These were recently forced to be suspended, but we shall soon return. In the meantime, I urge every resident and constituent of Central Basseterre to do all within your power to protect your families from being infected with COVID-19. The world has lost millions. Let us save the lives of our families and the people of our beloved St. Kitts and Nevis. Thank you.